trying to. But I'm just guessing that, like, at a moment now, the other pods will come with the other characters. You know? It's all the swarm, right? So suddenly they're gonna shoot them down? What is this thing? They're gonna have a pod war! Oh my god, it's a pod swarm war! So I thought they were gonna go and get the other Yohras, but no, it's like a pod swarm war. Oh my god, no! Don't defeat the last pod guy! It's the last stand! It's a new Rudy! Pod war! What is this thing? He's like, let's go! What's happening? The pods are having a giant final war here. This is a stupid weird Nier ending. What? All the pods are like, war! You traitor! What is this thing? What's happening? This is a new ending. Yeah, a completely new ending. The poor pod boy. What's happening? I have no idea. It looks like Rudy, but it was like a pod ending. What? So, it almost time for the final episode of Nier, guys. It's a massive episode, because the big final. This girl here coming in, and it's interesting. I can't remember if you've ever seen this character Accordan being shown in her full face, right? I think it was like Lily, toward later in the episode, guys. So, of course, this episode here is going to have a new ending, right? That the game has, no surprise. So, how to subscribe, like button, right? If you do a reaction. Then, of course, we're going into the difference right between this ending and the game's ending. And I would say, general here, it's definitely a more happy ending. That's why I would summarize it, right? Definitely more happy than the game has. But also a little mind-boggling scene with the droids. And I was like, what? So, anyway, let's go. Bacana! Bacana! Oh no. It's a special start with pods. Yeah, the pods talking. So it starts, the pods are like discussing something. Yeah. So this usually is the end, right, of the episode. The pod is talking. So this is a kind of special ending here, special fun episode. What is it falling down for? Everything around me is like falling down. I really get up there. If my knee goes on that bit. Yeah. So of course, right, they're about to kill each other now. We're at the final bit here. This version is a little bad, so you can find a better version of it, but nope. Wait, we'll do a timer. Yes. Nope. Okay, here it goes. The timer has pressed a bit on it, so it's gonna go for 10 seconds though. We're finally gonna have who's gonna survive, right? So they had no opening. So yeah, the time's a little wrong, but it's about like here somewhere, roughly speaking. Yeah. Why was I born for? So they're doing the credits now during the starter. Here we go. Yeah, they're fighting us who's gonna win this fight. Of course, everyone is on A2 side. Who would believe it 9S, but it's still crazy, yeah. Who's gonna pick the crazy guy side? Clearly A2 is just trying to save everyone. But yeah, as of course, when you play the video game, you pick the winner. So it's like, yeah, who are they gonna? If it's gonna be a draw or something. If it's like we're gonna have like a draw here in the anime, well, let's see. Of course, first you have to reminisce first you have to reminisce like you killed my best friend or something. Yeah, first it has to be like I hate you. This is from the opening. Yeah, this is actually the opening scene. No, it's not fighting each other. But like this is what we have to see, right? Of course. So clearly A2 is the right one. See, they're going crowd kill again. This is not in the game whatsoever. But A2 is like Dragon Ball. What is this thing? Since when can she go like Super Saiyan? She goes like a transformation now. Yeah, this is like, oh, I will defeat you, Kaioken. This is not in the game. Yeah, A2 is way better in the anime. She's an anime main character in the anime. Yes. They're way better in the anime. they're way more diverse. They're way more faster as well. They're way more versatile. Yeah, they really go anime here. They really go goddamn anime. But yeah, he's fighting. Oh, did he? Yeah, 9S is going cray. But it does feel like, I feel the anime is gonna draw them out, right? Because again, in the game, you have to pick who you wanna win somewhere, right? So I just feel that they're gonna have this kind of weird, like, oh, you are on both sides or something, right? Who's gonna win this thing? Yeah, we'll see now. So now he's falling down here. This is happening in the game, of course. And I guess she's gonna try to save him now. Yeah, so 9S is like, he fell or something. Oh, she lost the Kaioken. Yeah, Tanoshi. But see, he felt like he fell and like, oh, this is brutal now though. Yeah, she's trying, this is brutal now though. This is never in the game either. We don't see her half his face. You don't see half his face being like torn off like that. Well, maybe him also affecting A2 or something. If he's gonna die, but also infect her or something. Because, yeah. He's trying to, like he hacks her now and... They're gonna have like a mental hack fight. But the thing is that she's not made for she's not an operator. She's not made for hacking stuff. That's more on 9S thing, They have different, like, abilities. Yeah, and the waifus are better warriors, and the boys are hackers, so he's gonna PTSD her. Oh my god, this goddamn Nier! Haha! Dead friends! Yeah, it's like, oh, it's like, you lost your sister. Oh my god, no. This is so Nier. He's like, I'm hacking you. The flashback of your dead best friend. It's like, come on, man. But yeah, he looks way more evil now in this anime here. My god, they really made 9S look super evil. Like these eye things and everyone you love died. Yeah, it's like he keeps giving her like sad backstory flashbacks, yeah. This is kind of what he had inside. Oh yeah, of course now he's reviving her dead sisters. Yeah. Of course. Of course, now he revives, and then also the Lily team, and yeah, of course, all your friends, all your nakamas. All your sisters, it's all your fault. I like the hacking is just a PTSD attack. It's not even like, it's not even to get information out of her or something. Because normally in the game you hack them to, oh, how can I understand this thing? He hacks her used to make her feel guilt. Yeah. Used to mind F her. Used to make her like hate herself. Yeah, it's like Christ, man. Jesus Christ, man. Adam is just pure PTSD. He's hacking her used to make her sad. Yeah. God, 9S, man, he's pure evil, that guy. But hopefully A2 is the only one that can fight this and she's strong enough. Her mental fortitude is strong enough. Come on, you go, best girl. I believe in A2. A2 is gonna be able to like overcome this thing. Yeah, 9S. Also, they're playing the song now instead. Yeah, they're playing something now instead. So they're playing the opening, you know. When they're playing the opening, you know she can overcome. Oh, look at this. She's playing the opening, and A2 is like, I will overcome. Yeah, she's gonna be like, no, I have soul power. You can't fool me, 9S. No, this girl got too much life in her. Exactly. She's like, no, I'm mentally strong. You know, see? I keep telling you, A2 is the real main character. She's the only one that's strong enough to fight this shit. Yeah, you can't hack her. She's red logic immune because she got the self-worth or something. This is a great scene of playing opening. Yeah, but you can't hack her because she got too much of self-confidence on her. She loves herself too much. A2 was always the one with, self-dependency. I mean, 2B is just, a slave to the whole idea, right, of the 2E thing. A2 has always been the loner, right, living outside. Yeah, she's the one that has... Exactly, she got enough, self-confidence and... Exactly, she beats him. This is beautiful. It's bigger and beautiful. But it actually makes sense that she's the only Yohra. She's the Yohra with the most, self-worth, right? And have the most, independence. Yeah, she's the Yohra with the strongest, self-independence and self-love, whatever. So she managed to defeat his hack. Yeah, you can't make me hate myself, She's too strong. This girl was too strong. Yeah, she's just strong, independent. Strong woman for it. Beautiful. Now it's some other weird thing. He's like that again. Yeah. But that was beautiful. She was like, you can't hack me. I'll actually love myself. Yeah. Didn't work. But I think this is like 2B's memory that she has, I guess. Yeah, because, she has a bit of her, mixed memory. But now it's some kind of weird funeral for 9S here. But I was hoping that the last half of the episode would be about Red Letter Girl and Adam and Eve and so on. Yeah, we still got some time for Adam and Eve here, 10 minutes. Little epilogue. Now it's just 9S is gonna... He's dead now or something, so... Yeah, now he's like dying here. 9SU. Finally, Red Letter Girl. The evil Red Letter Girl with the man voice back. Yeah, she's back with the man voice. Well, see, the game kinda lacks this, right? You never really fight her in that sense, right? So hopefully the anime is gonna have like a fight now. Because here's an issue here I feel with the game has. That you don't fight her with 9. Yeah, if they ever remake this game, which I'm sure they will one day, I'm gonna guess you're gonna have like a Red Letter Girl fight with A2 in the end of it. Yeah, I would be very surprised if they don't add an extra boss fight after 9S, right? So if you're playing A2, you probably will defeat 9S like normal, and then it will trigger another boss fight after that, right? Which would be a Red Letter Girl in some kind of mecha body or whatever. Maybe use her own body. Definitely what I would expect to happen in a remake. If the anime is going for that now, right? Yeah, she's gonna fight her as a final boss, right? So I would keep saying earlier too, yeah, it makes more sense if you had more Red Letter Girl. You might see the spaceship coming now here. Yeah, exactly, it's the spaceship, right? I'm gonna leave Earth here. Yes. So a little bit of a Lavos play, we're gonna... Oh, there you go, Adam and Eve. Oh, they're gonna invite her. Oh, this is weird. This has happened in the game, but yeah. But these two characters also were definitely underplayed in the anime. Yeah, Adam and Eve has more screen time in the game, and they skipped over several of their scenes in the anime. They have definitely had more screen time. In the earlier part of the anime, should have been more with those two guys. Certainly. Yeah. It's a little more melodramatic now for 9S here. She's standing here at like a funeral for 9S. Yeah, it's a little more like... Oh, yeah, he looks nice now though. Okay, take care of 9S. This is actually kind of what Route E is though. In the end of the game, right, you have the secret ending. The secret ending is a little bit like that they take care of you, yeah. So maybe reference to that, because he's like, take care of it pod. Because he's just leaving the pods of flying with them. Okay, now she's back again. But it's kind of, it's a part in the game, yeah, in the game where she's like, take, yeah, well, not she, but like, the pods do fly with you a little bit, so, like, after you let the game over. But yeah, she's gonna go back here with the heart and the soul thing. But yeah, this is not in the game at all. But this is clearly the ending though. The ending of the anime. The ending of the anime has this like dance scene, right? With 2B dancing on the beach, that's what I mean. This is that beach here is clearly the beach from that ending. I mean the ending is fun episode. Also fun episode, but I mean the ending as in like the actual visual ending. Oh yeah, she just falls down here, yeah. This is how the game ends too. So Adam and Eve, so Red Logic girl, whatever they leave and this like yeah. So that's kinda how they're doing this kinda like yeah, the part E ending here, Route E. Where the pods are flying with the guys. Oh, they're playing like this end of the game now? But the episode's like 10 more minutes. Yeah, the end of Yohra. So the end. My god, this is how it ends? But it's still 10 more minutes, but it's gonna be something else, right? And this is like a classic Yuka Toro. Okay, you can't end here because obviously it's gonna be more, it's like 10 more minutes, yeah. It's like a fake ending. Goddamn fake ending. Just fake, yeah. Now it's like, it's a goddamn Nier Automata. Goddamn Yuka Toro. Then it's like, it starts to like ruin, yeah. Fake ending, as it goes back to ending again. Okay, now they're speaking here. Goddamn, it's like a fake ending. Oh goddamn, it's a stupid mind effing you. Well, actually, he's joking. Yeah, it wasn't the real ending. It's honestly, it doesn't work as well in the anime. I'm sorry, but this did not work as well in the anime as in the game, right? You know. So clearly, it's like a fake ending. You know, the ending is starting to break up and all that. And I'm getting it. They're trying to make it the game, but because I'm watching an anime and I know that the anime has like 10 more minutes of runtime, right? Release after 10 more minutes. I'm sorry, it didn't work that well, you know. In the game, you don't know exactly if the game's gonna end or not. So when the game does this stuff, or similar stuff, it makes more sense, right? Or less sense, because you're like, whoa! But here's a little bit like, okay, the ending credits are around breaking, and it's a cool touch to the game, but also kind of expected, I have to say. a little bit less like surprising in the anime. Yeah, they're doing Route E now. It's like fly with him there. It's exactly the Route E thing. So they're like gonna land with 9S on this like skyscraper. This is how the game ends. Yeah, if you do the full game, you get this ending, right? If you do everything in the game, you get this part. So they're doing definitely a longer Route E ending, as I mentioned earlier. Clearly extending that and having the pods talk more each other. But 9S looks worse though in the game. Yeah, they added that like one eye red logic thing. The game doesn't have that, so he looks worse off. But they also have like a 2B or something, so we'll see what they do with it in. But yeah, definitely going for this like. Oh, here comes Emilio. I say Emilio's voice at least. Yeah, they didn't really do so much with Emilio. He's a secret boss too in the original game, so or I mean in the remake, I mean from the original game. For the sleep. So yeah. Didn't do much with that in this game. Oh, all the pods are all the little pods guys are coming up here suddenly. What? The pod swarm! It's like 500 pods. So they're clearly doing like some kind of extended Route E here. They're flying with 9S. But we hear Emilio speaking. And there's a bunch of pods flying up here. So they're doing, maybe there gonna be more Yohras coming, because they're probably gonna have 2B and A2 as well. But suddenly we saw like 500 pods flying. Pods would come with the other characters. It's all the swarm, right? So suddenly they're gonna shoot them down? What is this thing? They're gonna have like a pod war! Oh my god, it's a pod swarm war! I thought they were gonna go and get the other Yohras, but no, it's like a pod swarm war. Oh my god, no! Don't defeat the last pod guy! My god, that was weird. They didn't add much though, I don't know, honestly, this is like a very strange scene. Oh, it's Emilio. Oh, it's Emilio, the boss Emilio. Like, he's coming! There are more swarms! Are they gonna turn into Emilio? Because Emilio's voice is there. Yeah, it's like it turned into giant Emilio pod or something. What is this? The final episode's really weird. This final episode is very strange. Yeah, they're like, oh no, we're gonna have a pod war happening. It's like speeding off. Yeah, happening. It's a pod war. What? Yeah, but now we might see 2B and 9S and so on. All the pods are being destroyed. Yeah, they have the pod war. My God, yeah, what is this thing? Well, now, not the last skyscraper. It's gonna be the same. Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be the same game ending. So I guess they had this giant pod war in the game too. It was just never shown. Yeah, it's never shown. That thing clearly happened between the three in the game too. That's canon. Yeah, they're just never showing that. No, it has the same scene anyway with them lying in the skyscraper. Yeah, so they try to rebuild them, the Yohras. Yeah, so it has kind of the same ending anyway, right? But it's like, yeah, but they also had a pod war in between that. Okay, let's review it. That was interesting, to say the least. Yeah, this is Sword and so on. The final ending. Exactly. So we get the ending anyway. That the game has. Yes. So now they're gonna wake up here now. Well, they don't wake up though in the game though, so. Yes. Yes. And then 2B is fine. Yeah, but A2 then, come on, she's fell down there. They're all fine now. So they're doing the game ending, the route E is more romantic. Yeah, Ohio. Oh my God, they're just doing like the A2. They just did like the E, like E+1 ending. Yeah, that was like the route E, and it says of course the end of Yohra, so E route, right? Alternative E then, yeah, my God. So that was like really interesting because they did basically the E route ending, right? The classic E route ending, but they also added they woke up. So in the game they just lie there. And now instead it was more like romantic and they're actually all alive. And they're like, yeah, good morning, honey. So they kind of like. And I see some other character coming here. Oh, okay. So that new character. Time for some spin-off something. What? Was the last character? And then of course she's A2 girls. Oh, said like Lily or something. That's true. She's like Lily, so she's like A2 is also fine. Yeah, so that was like, yeah, it's a better, nicer ending than the game has. Okay, so let's talk about it. This ending was different. So let's first, as I mentioned the end, right? The course is going route E. The episode is called, End of Yohra, right? So E again, right? So route E is the final, the true ending, of course, of the game. You have A, B, C, and D, obviously, and then you have the true ending if you do all of it, right? So if you have, so in the game, when you're playing it, route A is when you play 2B then, right? Then you replay the game, of course it's 9S, and you are playing most of the same game, but you learn more stuff, and you see, more with him, right? And then you get into playing as A2 after you're gonna replay the same bit as 2B did with 9S then. So that's her route C then, right? And then route D is kind of like picking, basically, 9S side in the end of the fight, basically. But you don't really like. I think it's kind of weird talking about canon stuff. What's canon or not? Because nothing is special on Route D. I would say like there's no Route D is basically just again like you pick him to win basically. Right? After you stop playing as 9S, you're supposed to basically play as A2, right? It's her perspective. She's the one fighting stuff and so on. But like I said, you kind of like who do you actually want to end with? But that's basically the ED thing. And see that it's just like keep playing as her, right, basically. And then when you done both C and D, right, so you've seen both endings where you win with either one of them and so on forth, right? Then you see this ending where you're carrying 9S, and then you get to this later here. You eventually get here, right? So this was very different, yeah. So they definitely went for a much more like romantic, happy ending than the game does, right? So in the game Route E, they just kind of end like this, okay? They just lie there on the skyscraper. This is called alternative ending E, right? And now instead, yeah, they're both like waking up here. We also see this kind of like some new Lily design character leaving A2, right? So now everyone is fine, and she's like, good morning, baby. Yeah, so it's like, oh, her wife too hot and so on. So very different in that sense, or rather just more of happy ending, right? Yeah, more of a happy ending, basically. A big difference, I suppose. In that sense, right? In the game, it's up to, I mean, in the game, it's kind of like up to the player, right? Do you believe that they are alive or that they will be able to recover from their injury or whatever, right? And it's unclear, and here is that they're clearly getting up again. So, yeah, it was a much, like, more happy ending. Very much more happy ending than we saw in the game, absolutely. So, I'm kind of surprised, honestly, they went for this route because I'm kind of expecting him to go darker. You know what I mean? Yeah, like because in the earlier episode, right, 9S fighting A2, that was definitely darker than in the game, right? You know, he's like mind effing her, trying to make her surrender. But of course, I in a sense, I guess it's also more happy ending because A2 was like, no, I got my friendship. You can't defeat me with your evil stuff. So in that sense, I guess it was also happier ending because she managed to overcome his evilness. So I guess in a sense it's happier, right? But like, my point is that never happened in the game whatsoever. Like, she never even had to do that in the game. So it's just less darker, you see, in general, right? Yeah, what do you guys think about that? They really went for a much more happy ending. I think some fans like it. Mr. Motor fans probably wants to be even darker and grimmer, right? But certainly, like more happy ending, certainly. Now, I think the episode actually was pretty bad, though, in one sense. I mean, okay, his drone thing, they kind of blew my mind. That was just really strange. Yeah, it's like this drone fight coming in, and it's blasting everything, and it's some war between like the drones to fix the Yohras or something. Like that was just kind of crazy. That really was very unexpected, and it definitely was like, what? Yeah, it was great. Okay, it was very strange. Absolutely. I didn't expect that. In that sense, that definitely did kind of blow my mind. Yeah, I was like, what the heck is happening, right? And that was definitely more unexpected than just having like a happy ending, happy ending. Definitely was, you know, more likely to happen that thing. But I felt that honestly, and I'm maybe some heat for this thing, but I felt that's a waste of time. You know, I felt that's a waste of time, right? Instead of having, if you're gonna go with this happy ending route, right? We could have skipped everything with the droids fighting. We could have skipped everything with the droids talking before in the intro and so on, and just went for this happy route immediately, right? After the fight and after the flap in space or whatever. We jump to this happy end immediately, and then I would rather have a longer epilogue, right? Of, you know, 9S and 2B having a house and kids or whatever. I don't know, like, you know what I mean? Or some stupid, yeah, some stuff like that. And I'd rather have them like living in a cottage together, or I don't know, even more of that, right? Yeah, am I the only one? I'd rather have them like extend that, right? Instead of having this kind of nonsense robo fighting thing. It just felt like a really weird extra scene that they wanted throughout. I mean, they didn't add anything. It's just kind of, it's just very strange, yeah. They didn't add anything. It was just kind of loco, yeah. I don't know. The fight certainly looked better in the anime. It is kind of comedic though that you know, A2 keeps having like this Kyokian Dragon Ball thing, where she can turn into red or something. She goes Super Saiyan. Yeah, it makes no sense. She just has the power now, and she of course could really, you know, outfight 9S then. So the fight looks slightly better. But honestly, I liked how the fight was. It's kind of like in the game. It's a short fight. It's not a hard fight in the game whatsoever either. So it was never supposed to be like this, like super brutal last boss fight, right? It was more like, who do you want to win again? Yeah, who's you rooting for, right? Who's your main character kind of feel to it. That was more the game, not so much like, oh, this is a really hard, you know, super challenging fight from a physical standpoint, more emotional, right? So I like how it kind of ended pretty quickly. You know, she powered up, he fell, she beat him up, yeah, she just owned him. That he did a mind attack on her, and she overcome that. So I like that. That was kind of like quick finish of that. Like I said earlier, I would expect definitely when we get a remake, and I'm sure they're making a remake eventually, obviously, and seeing how many other games, for example, Last of Us or whatever, are doing remakes, right? Even if the games are pretty, you know, new, this game should have a remake, and like I said earlier, that I expect them definitely to add like a boss fight after this duel, right? Like when you're staring at Red Girl and AWE, right? There would be probably another boss fight in the game there. Yeah, so I think I felt that was lacking in the OG game though. Like you should have like a boss fight. Yeah, like I wouldn't be. It feels like the Red Girl gets away with it. You know what I mean? Like she wins. Yeah, in a weird way. So I would like another route there where you can actually defeat the evil AI and robots, right, and stop them from, you know, going to space or whatever. Yeah, something that, or something in between, I guess. So that would probably happen in the remake, and that's in there. I was kind of into that. What more happened that was new? Well, I guess the droids conversation itself, of course, adds some new information, generally some new feel to the world, I suppose. A little bit like that, yeah. But otherwise, I do think it was definitely a mistake focus too much on that. And it can't turn into an immediate thing, right? Like it was his voice, and it turned into like a swarm. It was supposed to be like a reference to the final secret last boss, right? So in the game, you can fight Emilio. Spoilers, but whatever. He's an enemy, of course, in the game then, and he's appearing as a store and so on, right? In Automata, he's one of the playable character in Replicant then. And he is like a secret boss, which is the hardest boss in the game, arguably. He's like the highest levels on absolutely, but still I would say that Hagen is probably the hardest boss on Perfect Hard. But whatever, for a level standpoint, he's the hardest boss. He's like max level, so he's harder and so to speak. And I guess this kind of felt like that because you have to fight him. He's a lot of giant like floating heads, and it's kind of like a swarm, I suppose. So this was like Emilio, I guess, controlling all the swarms or something. Yeah, I guess so. I felt this was like another version of, evil Emilio final secret boss kind of thing. Because, yeah, this is kind of similar to his. But the thing is that in the game, though, you fight in the desert, though. Yeah. So it's not the same thing. I mean, that's so in the game, you're fighting Emilio instead in the desert, which this is in the forest, so it's not a region of the game. And instead of being all the the droid swarms, it's like he has this like big ball head, right? And they are instead like a swarm, I suppose, less of a number of them, but still they like that. So kind of similar feel to it, right? So I guess that's like a reference to the secret boss fight in the game, because he's completely optional. He's an optional boss fight there. So that's probably what it's referring to. It was clearly his voice speaking there briefly before the swarm appeared. So. I'm guessing it's like another version of him, so something like that. And I don't think, correct me if I'm wrong, but there's no benefit of defeating him, right? Unfortunately, Nier doesn't have any. No, I mean, Nier doesn't have any kind of change on the storyline whatsoever if you defeat Emilio. I don't think so. There's like nothing to actually. I mean, obviously you can find his like has the cane place and. You can find the lunar tear and all that stuff, right? The white lily and stuff. So that also, of course, she left on her grave, or not grave then, but ate his body. So obviously, this stuff like that. But yeah, it's a little bit like defeating him doesn't really matter that much. It's just like, and then also, of course, we have Accord, right? So now this is very interesting because correct me if I'm wrong here, but I have no memory of we ever having seen her face before. So next to me here, right? This is Accord in Nier, and she's like the merchant. Or she owns like the business or whatever, they're supplying weaponry and so on, right? She has like a briefcase with her. And I believe that we only seen her in like, the briefcase art kind of thing before, but ever showing her face. So this is the first time in Nier you actually see how she looks, right? And she's the one that comes in and gives the flower, right, to of course A2. And I thought immediately, is that Lily, right? Because when I watched the reaction, I was like, is that Lily? So is Accord Lily from like an alternative, because she's clear from the future, right? She did time traveling. And she's clear from either an alternative universe or from the future, but I think she's from the future, right? If it's that she's an alternative future Lily, because she got like Lily's eyes and her hair, and why would she go and give the lunar tear flower, right, to his stuff and so on, to A2, right? A2, of course, had to kill Lily, right? They're like best friends and sisters or whatever, they're like in love, whatever, yeah. So if he's like Lily now as Accord, and she'd probably be playable in like a remake or in some modern Nier, right? So I know we have Nier Reincarnation, but like another Nier. I mean like Nier in the future, Teta blah blah blah. Then she's probably one of the main characters, right? And it does feel like Lily is her somehow. Because she really looks like Lily. And again, that also she has some kind of relationship with A2, right? So it has to basically be Lily. And the interesting ending there. Because yeah, I immediately thought she was Lily when I saw her in the episode. I was like, yeah, isn't that Lily? So that's very interesting. Accord is very like Lily then. And I guess that's kind of the episode, guys. No, but this is probably the biggest twist in the episode. That Lily is Accord, right? I would say so. And otherwise, as I mentioned, right, yeah, the episode had some. I was mind-boggling with the whole like what the droids fighting for. Yeah. But anyway, guys, if you liked my reaction reviews, of course, please subscribe, press that one. Obviously, from a gaming standpoint. We soon have Re Fantastic Metaphor coming. They refer to a lot. Obviously, I like the RPG games. That might still be the best game this year. I love Persona, right? I know the game isn't exactly Persona 6, but it's basically Persona 6. Come on, it's based on by all the. It's made by all that the Persona developers, right? It's basically all the guys that made Persona 5 have made a new game with a JRPG. Like, well, it looks kind of like Persona 6 to me. Okay. but more fantasy. So I'm looking for that a lot. Is that next week, right? No, 2 weeks from now. Whatever. So, guys. So anyways, you guys can have